something I can see peering out of that black hole, two luminous discs. The eyes, it might be a face, might be almost but heavens, something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one. They look like tentacles to me. Oh, yeah, I can see the thing's body now. It's large as a bear. It glistens like wet leather, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black, and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is a kind of V-shape with saliva dripping from its rimless lips and seem to quiver and pulsate.
All 5 candles in Lake Arkansas, Texas are lit, and only the faded reflections of St. Garcia, Flores, and Agent Alister McAndrews flicker in the mirror. The room at the top of the Creek estate feels very quiet. Still. Silent. The light of the setting sun cuts through the gauzy curtains and fills the room with an orange warmth, exceeding that of the candle's glow. Through the single pane of glass, our investigators can hear the chirping of a singular Northern Mockingbird on one of the many Texas ash trees surrounding the house. The sun is setting over Lake Arkansas, and it feels different this time. When we last left our investigators, the two of you had relit the candle in the attic of the Creek estate, thus, presumably, continuing the 100-some-year tradition of keeping this demon at bay and preventing it from hurting the town any further. I noted at the end of the last episode that you did not detect a malicious energy coming off of the mirror anymore, and no longer felt like you were being watched. For matters as immaterial as this, that's sometimes the best sign that things worked out.
Hell yeah.
I return control of the podcast to you.
Baller.
I love when things work out.
It's good. It's good when things work out. Big fan.
I agree. In my humble opinion, I think we should go to the bar, say our goodbyes, see if we can find somebody to, like, pick up Phil's job now, since, like, basically everybody who would maybe do that is gonna be there, and we should just leave.
I know you mentioned wanting to make sure that maybe more than one person in the town knew what the deal was, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't end up in this situation again?
Yeah. I mean, in this particular case, my thought is we tell the sister, we tell Macy, and we tell Harvey. No one gets to make fun of me when they listen to the show for not remembering any names, because our recording schedule is really weird sometimes, so there's gaps.
Harvey Johnson.
Yes. Well, I got it, though, so
yeah.
Buckets.
Yeah. Harvey, quotation marks, Big Johnson.
me when I'm Harvey Big Johnson, yeah. Yeah, I think that those three are, those are the three people who are all kind of, like, in on the bit already. So I think we tell all of them. I think the sister's gonna be leaving, but like maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
it sounded like she did not want to be in this dang town, but who knows?
Alistair, like, very carefully looks into the mirror to make sure that his reflection is just his reflection, just in case.
The reflection in the mirror does not seem particularly strange to you. It's yours. The mirror's just dusty.
I mean, Saint would know, you know? Alistair's will defer to your expertise.
Thumbs up emoji.
Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything anomalous in the mirror anymore.
Nope.
I suppose that's that, then.
Yeah. There's some wrap up. I think just, cleaning up loose ends, but other than that, like, the immediate issue is solved. finally. Oh, God. Finally. These people better start leaving better instructions. I'm gonna go back into 1800 and start yelling at them. You gotta write your shit down. I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna put up a piece of paper multiple places.
Leave instructions with the candles.
Yeah.
My dearest Martha, something perplexes me, and I find it most troubling. But instead of telling you how I feel about it, step 1, find the 5 candles in the...
There's some weird shit going on. Don't worry about it, just make sure the fucking candles are lit.
Here's what's
Step
wrong.
2, grab a buddy.
I mean, here's how I feel about what's wrong. Should anything happen to me, here's what you should do.
In order. You'll notice I'm doing you a favor by not writing this out as a series of riddles. I'm being very clear.
Being very clear and specific. Also, I love you. Goodbye. And I know your
Also, I love you more as hell.
I love you more as hell. I know your father will not approve of our marriage, but I am counting the days until we see each other again. Goodbye.
Wah.
XOXO. Cool. Does Alistair have any pressing?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
I think Alistair does take a moment to look around the house, and it occurs to me, did Ms. Creek mention her plans for the house?
I don't believe she did.
That is something we'll have to talk out with her. I assume she'd want to sell it, but given the state of the town, to be quite honest, I think she's gonna have trouble finding buyers, unless they're oil barons or whatever, but who knows.
We should likewise determine whether Macy still intends to sell the bar.
Yeah. Ugh. So much follow-up to do. This is me now. I transformed back into myself.
You can just get in the car.
Just drive away. Fuck this town for real. My cousin lives here.
Yeah, well, I that's another question. Is your I assume your cousin likes it here?
Do you think anyone in this town actually likes it here?
No.
Well,
maybe, I don't know.
They like the community. It seems like everyone like shows up to this bar on the reg. You know?
They might have a complicated relationship with it.
Yeah. Who knows? We could take a poll when we get down to the bar.
I'm trying to decide whether I think Alistair wants to wait until we get some more information about the inhabitants of the town's plans before broaching the subject of contacting his employers.
Makes sense to me.
I do think that Alice said that she was planning on coming to the bar tonight also.
I believe so, yes.
I think
she was in fact surprised
left.
to see you when you... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she thought that she was going to meet us at the bar.
Oh,
and then we
yes.
showed up and she was like, and we were like, no, we got stuff to do. We'll meet you there later.
Like, we need to go, do weird occult bullshit.
I think we're going to fix it. Just go meet us at the bar later. And she was like, okay.
At least we get to reconnect with her with good news.
Yeah. Good news, walk in. Drinks on us. Your town is no longer in immediate issue of getting turbo possessed.
Yeah, you're the issues facing your town are once again the mundane ills of capitalism.
One guy who has not been paying attention, just like stuffing fries in his mouth. We were haunted.
I mean, I think that's gonna be 98% of the bar is we were haunted. There's gonna be 2 people
leaning over. What did that guy say about getting possessed?
Yo, is that still...
No, he meant the bar would get possessed, like by the bank.
Yo, is that still on the table?
Yeah,
you're the congratulations, the bar is no longer in ghost foreclosure.
Dude, I'm gonna blow up Macy's spot in the middle of that bar and be like she was gonna fucking sell this place, BT dubs.
Damn, alright.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
It's up to her. She must blow up her own spot. Let's go to the bar. Shall we?
After you.
You walk down the narrow staircase of the Creek house and out the front door. As previously stated, Alice Creek has decided to leave the building. As the 2 of you are doing so now, you return back to the Alistair Mobile, and therefore return back to the bar.
I will lock her door behind us because that seems rude to not do it. I don't think that'll matter. It was gonna bother me.
It's simply neighborly.
Yeah.
I described the setting already. The sun is indeed setting over Lake Arkansas. You leave the grove of trees and get back onto the main road, and are not on it for long before pulling into the gravel driveway of the Lakeside Bar and Restaurant. You notice a couple of other cars are already in the parking lot. It's very obvious, but what sustains this town? It's evening. It's time to go to the bar.
Local
you can see a couple of exactly. You can see a couple of heads and shoulders through the curtains into the bar itself.
While I'm playing Passenger Princess, I'd like to just open one of my notebooks and write out really brief instructions on a few sheets of paper and just have them prepped. I do not imagine it'll take very long because it's basically 5 candles, here where they are, get blood on wick, relight it, make sure they stay lit. That's it. So I'll just write that out at least once, but a couple or 3 times if I can make it in the 5 seconds we're on the road, just so I have them ready to go.
Sure. You can even take an additional second or 2 while you're in the car.
Yeah. I think I want
before y'all get out.
4 copies. No, 5. I have 5 people in mind that I'll pass them off to.
Yeah.
Certainly. Well, I'm not going to make you roll for that. But
roll to write.
Yeah. You.
I think if Alistair looks over and Saint's clearly not done writing, he'll just park and hang out while you finish that.
Precisely.
Roll to tear the page neatly out of the notebook.
Oh, all right. Dexterity. Wrong system, but
as Saint is ripping these pages out of his notebook, Alistair is getting out. It starts to get out of the car and then stops and looks over at Saint and just says, "Saint, are you really planning to just walk in there, lay out the facts, and hope that a bunch of civilians just get with the program?"
Yes. I mean, a quote-unquote civilians have been running this operation for longer than our grandparents have been alive. First and foremost. Second of all, everyone I'm planning on passing a page to is at least somewhat in the loop about what's going on. And third of all, you and I were civilians before we got looped in, so everyone starts somewhere. And then he kind of shrugs.
Yeah, Alistair looks at him for a second, has that thought of, yeah, this is the most genuine person I've ever met in my whole life. If he says that's what he's gonna do, that's what he's gonna do, and he's gonna make it work. Wild. Yeah. And he just kind of taps both hands, taps his fingers onto the steering wheel once, shrugs, and gets out of the car.
Yeah. I mean, and worst case scenario, they have my number. They need help. I'll just come on down. It's not super far. My cousin lives here. I'm planning on giving him one of the papers. So,
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it.
It's clear that he's not arguing. It's just, this is so opposite of how he's been trained to handle this kind of situation.
Yeah. I know this is the continuing conversation of, they are so boggled by each other's methods.
Yeah. But he's very clearly not going to interfere on this one. So yeah. He's just gets out of the car.
Way, bitch.
And is all right.
Cool. In we go. I'm folding up these papers into manageable squares and putting them in my pocket.
As we're going through the door, Alistair, he just looks at Saint and says, let me know if you need me to buy anyone a beer.
Sure. I mean, buy as see fit. But, I think this will be just fine. And if anyone says no, then that's up to them. But I'm pretty sure there's at least 1 to 2 people who will take these pieces of paper. I hope.
Nods, and he'll just head in, and having remembered whatever it was that Saint was drinking the last time we were in.
I think I just got a beer.
Yeah. I'll go get us a couple of whatever the beer. I don't know anything about beer, man. The two beers that I know exist. The only beer that I know exists in this universe is because I wouldn't shut up about making a PBF joke.
Yeah.
Through repeated attempts at the wrong door, you have finally memorized which is the correct door to walk into the Lakeside Bar and Grill.
Good for us.
No accidental false starts as you collide gently with the door. You stroll into the Lakeside with full confidence, and the little chime bell rings to let the bartender know that you've arrived. You do not see her behind the bar at first glance, although a number of other patrons have indeed arrived.
Is Alice there yet?
Yes, she indeed is. She is at one of the bar stools in front of the counter.
Cool. Any other notable favorites there, or are we just seeing a smattering of random townspeople?
Absolutely. You can tell by the sound of the grill in the back that Lefty Douglas is indeed sizzling away at his workstation.
Oh yeah, brother.
Alice is sitting over on one of the bar stools close to the bar counter, and Harvey Johnson is seated at one of the booths over at the far end next to the pool tables. It is also pretty easy to determine Macy's location. You hear a sort of rustling to the left and behind of where you are, in the L-shaped tail of the bar.
Okay. Is Harvey sitting with anybody?
Harvey Johnson is indeed sitting there. He is sitting across from Stuart Simmons, who you have met before as well.
Okay.
Did we play
I don't want to...
darts with Simmons?
I believe you did, yes.
Damn, good memory.
It's sometimes it works. It's just unreliable. If Saint would like to get talk to Harvey alone, and I guess I can just, as we're looking over, if Alistair sees Saint looking at Harvey, because I'm assuming he's that he's one of the people you want to talk to, I can see if Simmons is up for a rematch at darts. If you're looking to get Harvey alone.
Not yet. Let's hit up people who might be a little bit easier first. That sounded gross. Sorry, but might be a little more difficult to explain this to. I don't really know where he's sitting. But there's
other
a couple
targets
people
who will require less context.
Yeah, who basically we've been talking to a bunch who shit are so. Let's hit them up first.
All right.
I'm thinking Alice, just because we literally just saw her.
Alice is sitting at the bar. She is currently working her way through an old-fashioned.
Good for her.
Nice.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Finally, a use for all the oranges and lemons that Macy keeps buying.
Yeah, I know.
She keeps stocking up on all these groceries, and everyone just orders a beer.
Well, to be fair, she's clearly using them if she must need to replenish her stock. Or I guess they're going bad. Maybe they're for food. Who knows?
Her shift ends, and she just peels and downs a whole lemon like a snake eating an egg.
You know what, brother? I've been there.
I have watched somebody eat a lemon peel on like an apple. Yeah.
I haven't done that. I have eaten lemon. Like lemon slices.
Sure.
Yeah.
Demons walk among us.
Yeah, well.
It's
Get a better
enjoyable.
citric acid tolerance.
Yeah.
Can't relate. I gotta take a Tums to eat a slice of pizza.
Oh, it's hard out here. Anyway, so let's go talk to Alice.
You're not very far away from her, and obviously she kind of looks over with recognition, both when you enter the door and as you start approaching her. You've spoken several times today already. So she kind of turns away from the bar just a little bit. The seat rotates along with her as she faces you. Get everything solved upstairs?
Yeah, actually, I think everything is all right. And by I know everything's all right. That sounded hesitant, but that's just how people talk sometimes. I do mean that we got everything set. Thank God. I did actually have a couple questions to ask, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Why not?
Okay, I'll take a seat next to her. Alistair can figure his own shit out, I guess.
Oh yeah, he'll order a
Maybe
beer or
we
whatever.
don't want to bookend her. That feels very aggressive.
Oh, no, I wasn't gonna... He's gonna be a
Okay.
little farther down the bar, like, listening without necessarily being immediately part of the conversation. He'll jump in if she
Okay,
talks
cool.
to him. I feel like he's good at being present, but, like, relatively unobtrusive.
Cool.
That's our boy.
Yep.
That's our boy.
Hi, Alister Graham McAndrews, agent with the department. Present, but not obtrusive. How can I help today?
Yeah.
I also just like that meme of the guy standing in the corner at the party, but like instead of looking sad, he just kind of has a neutral expression.
Yeah, they don't even know I know they're aliens, and I'm just like standing there,
Yeah.
totally blank faced.
They don't know I'm not an electrician.
Yeah, exactly.
First things first. And this is kind of personal, and I apologize. What's your plan for the house? Simply because their candle is there and it has to stay like there and lit.
I don't know.
That's fair.
That house hasn't been there since the Creeks have been here, but that version of the house has been here for a long time, and we've owned that land forever. So, I mean, it would be wrong to just pass it on to some stranger, right?
Well, I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah, I suppose the mortgage is all paid for.
Hell yeah.
I'm still thinking about it.
Okay. Well, here's what I got. If you decide to keep it, great. If not, also understandable. The important thing is that the candle stays there and stays lit. So hopefully whoever it gets sold to will need to kind of be folded into that understanding. And I take out one of the pieces of paper from my pocket and I hand it to her. This is kind of the lowdown on what's up with the candles, where all of them are. If they need to get relit, it says how to do it. Just a reference point. So if you need it, anyone else, I've got a few that I'm going to pass around to a few folks here, so it's not just on you. I assume you're probably going back to Little Rock, but I figure it's currently in a home that belongs to you, so it only seemed fair to give you.
Yeah, my bereavement leave is going to run out soon. I got to get back to the kids.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess if this is something that has to be maintained, and I guess I just got to research Texas property taxes.
Yeah.
But she takes the piece of paper from you and nods.
Do you have my number, I think? Oh, I will go back and say I wrote my number on all these pieces of paper too. My number's on the, if you need anything or have any questions, you can always call me, text me, whatever. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
She laughs. She knows what that is from.
Yeah, I said that in my voice, but let's say that Saint just says it because it's funny.
Millennial
But I'm
Saint
happy to help.
strikes again.
Yeah. Yeah! Dude, I'm older than Saint now.
Fucked vibes.
Yeah.
Oh God, and I'm approaching August Springwood's age.
So I'm gonna give him. I got a few. I'll give one to my cousin who lives in town. I'll give one to Macy and Lefty and Harvey. So there'll be some other folks. So don't worry about having this all on your plate. I know sounds like you got a lot going on, and I know you just lost somebody. But that's all. It's taken care of, and if something goes wrong, you won't be left alone in the dark again.
She nods and then takes out like a planner out of her purse and tucks it into like the front page.
Hell yeah.
She's holding on to that.
Girl boss.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag organization queen. She's almost done with her drink. I'll like offer to buy her another one, but otherwise I'll just excuse myself to go talk to more people.
She nods and goes back to her drink.
Cool. This is like the end of a video game where you're like clicking on all the NPCs to get their like final dialogue.
Yeah, a little bit.
Graduation by Vitamin C plays. What do you think, Z? Who should we hit up next?
Well, I know we're kind of waiting on Macy to make a reappearance. I could go stick my head in the back and see if Lefty's free.
I mean, I think Macy's technically like around.
Yeah.
Like we just heard her.
She's in the room. She's just around the corner.
Yeah, we could go heckle her now.
Sure. We can go heckle her now. We could go heckle your cousin.
Is my cousin here yet?
No. he's
Okay, so we can't heckle him yet.
Do you want to text your cousin just to make sure he's headed over here tonight?
Oh, sure, yeah, I'll text him and just be like, hey, I got it. We're probably leaving tonight, but I got something I gotta talk to you about before I go. So make sure to come to the bar. That, but like a better text, basically.
Sure. Text sent.
Cool. Great. I guess we're going to talk to Macy.
Yeah.
You see Macy over in the corner of the bar. She is struggling a little bit with the portrait of Philip Creek that she is attempting to pry out of the funerary wreath that has been propped up in the corner.
Oh.
The corners of the frame are tucked into the wreath in such a way that they are not easily separated, even if the flowers aren't fresh anymore. It's a little hard to uproot, as it were.
I'm gonna head up and just
Cool.
ask if I can just say, may I, and kind of offer to help out.
She's not startled at all. She heard you approach and heard your chime as you entered the building. But yeah, she turns around and kind of gestures forward like she's asking you to walk through a door ahead of her, but just pointing to the wreath.
All right, I will.
She responds in her southern drawl, please.
I will put my. We've determined that Alistair's got pretty good manual dexterity due to, the whole fucking around with machines thing, so I'm going to start dismantling this as neatly as possible, giving me an excuse to listen in to the conversation.
Certainly.
Oh, it feels weird to have this while we're dismantling Philip's memorial, but I guess we're doing it.
Well, the flowers are getting a little, they're looking a little scraggly.
Shitty. Oh,
we
that
can,
too.
we can, it's time to put his portrait up on the wall. Maybe they'll put a little plaque on it.
Yeah.
For services to the bar.
Ezra, could you roll fight against the
fuck.
wreath?
Fuck!
Wait, for real?
Shit!
No. It's actually a shambling mound, which is a level 6 character in Pathfinder.
I'm going to die.
Pretty scary. Okay. I'll shuffle over to Macy while we're watching this happen. This is the Italian grandfather's watching construction meme, but instead we're just watching Alistair dismantle a wreath.
Yeah.
Saint's got his hands at the small of his back.
Yeah, just watching.
Nice.
What kind of forklift are you using?
Literally. God, I don't know how to open this sentence. For some reason, it feels tricky. I'm just gonna go for it. It's like jumping in a cold pool. We got all the candles lit again, so you should not see any more weird shit in the bar.
She laughs and then replies, well, other than my customers.
Yeah, well, you can't help that, can you? At least that's,
Sure can.
mostly enjoyable, I hope.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine people.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know I didn't believe you at first, but I appreciate what you did. I just hope it... Forgive me for still slightly doubting the situation, but I just hope it worked.
Yeah.
And I hope what you did... She laughs again. I hope what you did was real. I'm sorry. That sounds dismissive, but, it's the terms I'm operating on right now.
I mean, that's fair. I get, if it helps, I get it a lot, You spend your whole life thinking that everything's one way, and then someone says, what if it's like this? It's a little hard to pick up, so no offense taken. I gotta ask, just for candle-related reasons, you know what you're gonna do with the bar?
There's an extended silence. It isn't actually that long, maybe only 15 seconds or so. But she kind of looks back. She looks back at the number of patrons sitting down. It's not a ton. Lefty's in the back, working the grill. Alice is new here. She's been here before. Stuart and Harvey are sitting in one of the booths together. The ding goes off as Deborah steps in to the bar. It's a small crowd, but it's a consistent one. I guess I'm staying open as long as I have customers. It's for them, after all.
Yeah. It's places like this that are my favorite, really. It's just, you walk in and you can tell this is home for a lot of people. It's nice.
Yeah. And that's what it is, I guess. Home. I mean, it's literally my house. I live upstairs,
Yeah.
but
Yes, but
I also don't know if I could see myself doing anything else. So,
yeah.
besides, if I were leaving, I don't know. I wouldn't be making these kind of changes. Calls out over to the bar and shouts Lefty's name and shouts out, "Can you grab the hammer and nails?" There's a fumbling sound in the kitchen. And about a minute later, Lefty steps out with a hammer and nails. We work with what we've got, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've got this bar, and I've got a loyal customer base, and I've got Lefty, and I've got a beautiful view of the lake. And whether he's here or not, she looks at the portrait that I assume Alistair has handed her.
Yeah,
freed from
I think it was
constraints of the wreath.
It's just a matter of untwisting some wires.
And she looks at the portrait as she accepts it back from you, Alistair. And whether he's here or not, I've technically still got Philip.
Oh.
She holds it up for a bit, kind of eyeing the room behind her as she holds up the picture. Like when directors make that box with their fingers to frame a shot. Where do you think this should go?
I open The Sims 4 and recreate the bar real quick.
Alistair...
I build the bar in Minecraft.
Alistair will cut in if nobody else does. Because
please.
Phil really liked the jukebox, didn't he?
Yeah, he would sing with Stuart sometimes.
I feel like the Phillip Creek Memorial jukebox has a nice ring to it.
She laughs. Yeah, maybe I can get it engraved or something.
I will offer my, presumably... I feel like Alistair's probably on the tall end of people in this bar right now. I will offer my long limbs to go hang up the photo over the jukebox if she likes.
She thanks you and gestures for Lefty to start helping you hammer away at it. There's now a portrait of Phillip Creek hanging up in the corner of the Lakeside Bar and Restaurant. It's impossible to miss. It's clear that this is his place. As if on cue, the jukebox starts playing again. No one touched it. No one put a quarter in it, but some moments just need music. Elton John's Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatter's starts playing through the bar. You can hear from across the room, you can hear the rhythmic tapping of Stuart Simmons slapping the side of his beer glass and hitting the table in rhythm with the song. They don't call him singing Stuart Simmons for nothing.
I turned to Macy. Okay, well maybe a little weird shit will happen in this bar.
She laughs again. That's fine, it's Texas.
Ain't that the truth? Look, I took out 2 pieces of paper. We're growing exponentially.
Yeah.
This is for you and Lefty. It's pretty basic shit. It just says where all the candles are and how to relight them if something happens. I gave one to Alice, too. I'm gonna give one to Harvey and one to my cousin. Just, if something goes wrong, here's what to do. But if you need me, my number's on him, too. So, I'm not super far away. I can always come and help.
Okay, thank you. I guess this is just another reason the bar needs to stay open, huh?
Or you need to pass it down to somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, but it might as well be me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the leap of faith. No, it wasn't easy, but we got her done. She lifts up the wreath. I gotta toss this in the dumpster, though. All right.
You two have fun, I guess.
You got it.
She walks toward the back exit of the Lakeside Bar and Restaurant.
Neat. That's a 2 for 1. Just got rid of another conversation.
Nice.
Cool. Since Deacon isn't here yet, let's go distract. Well, it sounds like Simmons is gonna want to start singing soon, so
yeah,
maybe I could just slide in and talk to Harvey, or he could distract him with darts. It depends on what he's doing right now. It sounded like he was getting ready to light up the place. Yeah.
So. I mean, if it looks like he's going to head over and start singing, otherwise I will ask if he's up for a rematch at the dartboard.
Who, Stuart or Harvey?
Stuart, because I know Saint wants to talk to Harvey.
Stuart says sure with a big old grin on his face. He stands up, hitting one of his knees up against the booth.
Been there.
And then hobbles over.
That's
slightly hobbles over to the billiard table.
Ain't that a fucking mood?
Yeah, for real.
Dart's not billiards. I mean, I guess we can play billiards too. I don't know if Alistair's...
Yeah, why not?
Actually, Alistair might be
right
better at billiards. Angles.
Oh, sure. They're right next to each other for what it's worth.
Yeah, alright.
I mean, last time you played, you did not good, but I killed it, as I recall.
Yeah. So but I can get
you can hustle him.
I was gonna say, yeah, but we can hustle him. I can also just get my ass kicked at darts again.
Yeah, who cares?
In order to create a distraction.
Either way. You know what, Alistair? Go have fun.
Yeah, let's roll. Let's pan the camera over to me immediately getting my ass handed to me at darts, and then back to Saint having a useful conversation.
Cool.
Just because that's funny.
Yeah, I'll slide into the booth.
Ezra, could I get shoot out of you?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Let's see what the dice gods have for me today, because I ain't adding shit to this. That would be a total of 0. Got a negative. Got a positive and negative and 2 neutrals. The thing that my dice love to roll.
Well, they can't all be winners.
Like I said, I am 100% down to get my butt kicked at darts.
I'm going to give, or rather, I've given Stuart Simmons a +1 because he plays darts a lot.
Maybe he goes hunting
That
on the
being
weekends.
said, yeah, maybe he does. That being said, I also rolled a true neutral, so that's a +1,
Okay.
period.
So we both...
So Stuart Simmons beats you, but not by much.
All right.
Yeah, neither of y'all hit the wall, which is good.
That's important.
That is important and true. Anyway, the two of you are playing darts and having a blast, even if neither of you are really scoring or on your A game right now.
Nah.
Sometimes it's just the fun of throwing sharp things at a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's for the love of the game.
That was that whole situation was more stressful than perhaps Alistair would like to admit to himself. So
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Use the opportunity to pull off a little steam.
Cool. I slide into the booth across from Harvey.
Harvey immediately assumes that you're going to flirt with him.
I know. I was just thinking, how do I do this without coming across as weird?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's into it.
Maybe. There's no good way to open this up. I think Philip told you some stuff about some candles that are in town.
Boy, yeah, we had a conversation about that.
Yeah, I thought so.
A couple of conversations. Sure. No, I know about the candles.
Okay. Obviously there was some weird stuff going on in the bar. I fixed it, so that's good. Most of it. I think the jukebox, but the rest of it should be fine. However, the candles do need to stay lit, as he probably told you. Macy knows what's up. Lefty knows what's up. Alice knows what's up. And I take out one of my papers, pass it to him. Here's some more detailed instructions about what's up. If anything goes weird, you have it as a backup. My number's on there if you have questions. Sorry, I know this is a weird conversation.
No, it's okay. It was weirder the first 3 times I heard it.
Yeah, I bet.
If anything, somebody other than Phil saying it. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe him, but it lends credence to it.
Yeah. This is, as Deacon can tell you, kind of my job. This is just
Sure.
like what I do, which I know sounds whack, but it's true. So anyway, there's that. Saint puts his face in his hand, just kind of like, oh God. I'll leave you be. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just trying to no. I'm down to keep this interaction going. I'm just trying to think of what to say when one of the characters is awkward.
Yeah, he's just like, we've never talked about this before. At least I talked to everybody else about it. I just happened to know that you had this conversation with somebody else, and I'm like, anyway, here's some instructions for how to do a satanic ritual. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Anyway, see you later. Nice talking to you. I've been in your home.
Yeah. Yeah,
broke into
also,
your house.
the fact that, like, I've been in your home, but you don't know that. You're now Saint feels bad.
Harvey takes a glance over the piece of paper, and then kind of looks back up at you, Saint. So just to be clear, where'd you get this information?
A lot of talking to people, a lot of research, and a lot of practical testing. I've had a very busy 2 days. Day and a half.
Sure. Yeah, feels like you two really kind of came in here like a tornado. Just, that's fine. I'm sorry. Maybe that's mischaracterizing you.
No, I mean, it's, like I said, it's my job, and whatever, there was stuff going on here that was gonna go real bad real fast, so we had to move quick. It was gonna get worse than just the flooding.
Sure. Well, I appreciate you bringing this to me. I guess, if you got sources and whatnot for all of this, I mean, that makes more sense than when Philip, when your bartender and longtime Call of Duty buddy tells you about
Sorry.
all sorts of magic happening in this town. You're not inclined to necessarily believe him. But I guess I guess it's reassuring after the stuff we saw last night, and I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. No. Like I said, I'm happy to answer questions if you got them anytime. But I've been talking with Alice and Macy a lot, and they were kind of there for a lot of the stuff we were doing. So they have quite a lowdown on what's been happening today.
So he really was, looking at the paper, bleeding onto candles and whatnot?
Well, hopefully not very much. I know he did it right before he died, because the candle went out upstairs. But that was, and, you know, the idea is the candles just stay lit. They shouldn't do much, but, you know, if someone blows it out, then, yeah, that's what he would do. And that's what, you know, his grandparents did. And, you know, folks before that. It's been going on basically since the town was founded.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
He sets the note down and kind of pins it under his glass. I'm gonna miss that crazy boy. All right, well, I guess thanks for looping me in.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being open to it. I'll leave you be for now. I got one more thing to do, but if you want to do some more pool later, we'll be hanging around.
He laughs. A genuine chuckle that you maybe haven't heard out of him for a while. Sure. Yeah, why not? I'd enjoy that.
Sounds good. Yippee!
Following up on a loose end there, I said they both had Xboxes in their houses.
Yeah,
Yep.
they sure did.
Phenomenal.
Gamer buddies.
Call of Duty Black Ops. Good for them. Did they play Halo? Were they Halo guys?
I'm sure they did.
Good for them.
I'm sure they did. God, what were their gamer tags?
I know.
Are we?
Does
Does that wrap it up in the bar?
We're just waiting on my cousin.
Oh, sure. In which case, Deacon enters the room. The wooden doors swing open wide as he comes jingling in with his spurs, and one hand over his big belt buckle and another on his 6-iron.
6-iron on his hip.
Yep. His big iron starts playing on the jukebox.
No, he walks into a bar normal because he's not a cowboy.
Me when I walk in normal style. Cool.
Me when I go to a bar normally. Can I get a normal beer? Thank you. Sure. On that note, Deacon walks into the bar as well. You can hear that ding ding.
Cool.
As he does.
Sweet. I get up to waylay him on his way in. Hey, can we talk real quick?
Sure. What can I do?
I wasn't expecting that
For
sentence. Yeah, no, totally. I'll walk towards the bar so the man can at least like get seated and get a drink or whatever.
Sure. Macy's back at the bar, so he just orders his standard beer of choice.
Cool. I will also get a beer. So obviously I've been in town working. Lot of crazy shit today. I cannot tell you how much driving I've been doing. And by me, I mean Alistair, because it's his car. The summation is, I pull out the paper, he gets my final paper. Wow. All the shit that happened in the bar last night was apparently stuff that this town's been dealing with for a long time. And Philip was taking care of it, and when he wasn't taking care of it, it went bad. But I fixed it. So that's good.
Okay.
This is how I talk to my real life cousins.
Sure. There's a little more of a, unlike, say, Harvey, who took it a little more level-headedly. Actually, everyone else who kind of took it a little more level-headedly. Deacon has a little bit of deer in headlights face to him.
I mean, he knows that this is what I do.
Sure, but he never thought he'd be involved.
That's fair. Macy, Lefty, Harvey, and Alice all are in the know and know a lot. So you don't really need to worry about it, I think, for the most part. But there's a backup if you need it for any reason. It has my number, but you don't need that because you have my number because you're my cousin. You're just basically a super backup, but I just wanted to give it to you. That's all. Don't stress about it. I fixed it.
Okay.
His beer is going on my tab. I want to make it clear that I'm like, Macy, these are on me.
You're sliding Macy like a $5 bill as you're talking to him.
I'm citing her like for a bar like this. I'm citing her like a 20 as an extra tip to cover a few of his beers. I'm like, he's got a few on me. Don't worry.
Hey, sorry we were weird for the last 24 hours. Here's your tip.
Here's 2 beers, 1 beer, and your tip.
He still has that demeanor. He sees what you're doing, but he's a little like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry, I know we kind of came in real fast and everything went real weird. This wasn't probably how you were imagining a familial visit would go.
No, I guess not, but either way, it's still good to see you, Saint.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So what's next for you then?
Going home.
Sounds like you might not... Oh, pardon me.
Nope, sorry, you go.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I was all in character, folks. That was good.
Nice.
This is also how I talk to my cousins.
It humanizes these characters, you see, to have them constantly realize the other one was talking first.
Yeah.
So what's next for you then? Sounds like you're not staying another night then.
No, I mean, I don't want to... You only got so much space. I don't want to bug you more than I need to. We'll probably head out. He's going to drop me off at home. It's been a few months, so it'll be nice to see Mama, see the girls.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, you say hi to your mom for me and the little ones as well. That'll, say hi to your whole side for me.
Yeah, you got
I'm
it.
not down there too often as well, so let them know to get in touch or what have you.
Sure, can do. And goes for you too. Let him know I miss him. It's been a minute, and hopefully I'll see him soon when I'm back over on this side of the state.
Yeah. Well, good to see you, champ.
Good to see you too, boss. I clap him on the shoulder. I don't know. Maybe we go in for a hug. We have a hug, little cousin hug. And I'll go watch Alistair get his ass kicked at darts, and let him know I'm done with my rounds.
Sure, Ezra, roll shoot again.
Fuck! I was gonna say,
I'm also rolling.
I definitely owe him at least 1 beer. Fuck! Well, that's gone forever. Hang on. I've ejected a lot of these D6s. Oh hey! That is, actually 2 neutrals and 2 positives for a total of 2.
Excellent. Stuart Simmons also got a total of 2, which means you all did the Robin Hood thing, where you shot a dart down the shaft of his dart such that his dart split in half and you got the bullseye.
Wild.
No, that
Feels
literally physically is impossible.
Extremely improbable.
No, you I guess you tie a round.
Yeah, all right.
Which I'm sure is possible in darts. I don't know.
I assume so. I don't actually know how darts scoring works. Well, I will buy Stuart a beer for the road. And by that I mean I'm leaving and buying him a beer since he beat me the first time.
Sure.
If Saint is indicating that we are ready to get on the road.
I mean, I'll at least let you know that, like, I'm done doing my thing.
I think Alistair's instinct is to get on the road sooner rather than later.
Saint chugs his beer.
Nice.
Well, everyone cheers. And we say goodbye.
Yeah.
To the Lakeside Bar and Restaurant.
Head out to the van.
I'll give Lefty a goodbye as we head out, just to be like, we fixed it. Macy has your paper. Thanks for the hire. You don't need to pay me. Goodbye. I don't know if he's gonna offer to pay me or whatever, but if he does, I'll turn him down.
You step out of the Lakeside Bar and Restaurant for the last time, this chapter anyway, and make your way over back to the Alistair mobile. You enter into the van from the 2 different sides.
Hop in the van.
And just kind of have a moment, just the 2 of you, in maybe in the evening silence.
Just the 2 of us.
The noise of the bar, the jukebox, the laughing, it's a little distant between 2 panes of glass, huddled in its own little bubble against the cold of the Texan winter.
Alistair, I think, even though we're not driving yet, is in that, like, you know how you have conversations. Sometimes it's easier to have conversations when you're in a car because you're both looking ahead instead of looking at each other.
Car therapy, yeah.
Yeah. Alistair doesn't look over at Saint, but he does say, I'm going to have to call this one in. And hear me out. I know that we've got multiple fail-safes, and some renewed commitment to keeping this town on the map. But there's no guarantee this place is still going to be here in 10 years, 20 years. Someone with resources and longevity needs to be aware of the situation. It'll be a hands-off monitoring. There's 100 places like this. If I joined the department 20 years ago, I would have started out in the mailroom that just collated newspaper subscriptions from tiny little towns all over the country with something funky going on in the local reservoir. I'm not proposing to detail your involvement or indeed much of anything about what happened, but I do need to report that there is something trapped in Lake Arkansas, and that the binding is stable but not permanent or not unbreakable.
Okay. If something does go wrong, what happens to this town?
Those instructions you left should be easy enough for anyone to follow. We've proven that it doesn't take any particular skill set or connection to the place. I'll make sure that it's clear that... What am I trying to say? The method for renewing the binding will also be on file, should such a thing be required.
Okay. I imagine I should get out of the car for this call.
Alistair does kind of a... he looks over at Saint, kind of having expected a little bit more pushback on that. But he just says, sure. Shouldn't be long.
Saint is not looking at him. He is looking out the window where there's no scenery passing by.
Okay.
Just, you already said this, but you're not bringing me into this, right?
I heard the story when I stopped for a beer on my way.
Okay, now Saint looks at him. It just kind of looks at him. Okay. Okay, just, when you're done. And I get out of the car.
Alistair has to take a breath and do that, wow, shit, did I really, yep, I really just said that. I will, once the door is shut, and it's clear that Saint is outside of the range of what I assume to be the camera pickup.
Yeah, I'll go stand, in front of the bar and, smoke a cigarette so it's clear that I can't hear what's happening in the van.
Yeah. So once Saint is out of the immediate vicinity, I will fire up my clandestine radio and radio this one in.
You push the button on the glove compartment, and out slides the computer terminal that you've used to speak with Agent Gray so many times. The computer console slides out, pivots ever so slightly to face the driver's seat, and the logo for the department flashes on the screen. A second later, Agent Gray's face recognizably appears on the screen. Alistair! It's been a minute.
Good evening, sir. Yes, it has. I've been on my way back through Central Texas and have an anomaly that should be added to the ongoing monitoring lists.
Certainly. Go ahead.
And Alistair will pull up a a map so that he can get some, not necessarily some coordinates, maybe whatever the kind of, I'm sure there's a standard format for reporting this kind of thing. Lake Arkansas, located in the town of Lake Arkansas, has an unidentified supernatural entity, which sources describe as a demon known as the Stranger. It is bound in the lake. The binding was originally executed by locals approximately 100 to 110 years ago. That binding is still in place, and both the importance of maintaining it and the methods by which it is maintained are known to a select handful of residents. However, as this town has suffered the same economic collapse as any number of small towns in this region, there is cause for concern that the continuity of this binding may be in jeopardy in the next decades and therefore it's my recommendation that this be added to continuing monitoring.
Well, I suppose that's the power of folk magic that it's lasted this long. There's a reason we have entire divisions dedicated to recording these practices. Although that's also, I suppose, the problem with folk magic is that you need the folk around to do it. It's complicated, isn't it? Thank you for your report, Agent McAndrews. We will send a monitoring agent out to make sure that this stays stable. Maybe about once a year ought to do it, I suppose.
That would likely be more than sufficient. The candles used in the binding ritual appear to only be extinguished intentional, as opposed to by environmental.
It's my understanding, then, that the town is not in immediate danger?
No, sir. Does not appear to be
All right.
any immediate concerns.
Excellent, then there's no need to send a takeover crew right away. We'll send a monitoring agent in a couple of weeks to make sure things are above board, and follow up from there. Thank you for your report again, as always, Agent.
Sir.
Regarding your return to active status, you have not necessarily reported back in over a week now. Our last contact from you was outside of Aspen, Colorado, regarding the now defunct Springwood cult. While we appreciate your report, which has led to the arrest of some 25 cult members, I would like to touch base about when we can expect you back at headquarters.
After Roswell, I owe someone a favor, but it will be short. Already en route to the Austin office.
Excellent. I'll meet you there. Thank you for your report, Agent. Safe travels.
Thank you, sir.
Give our regards to the exorcist. The screen goes off.
No!
Alistair freezes.
I mean, also, when he was like, I'll meet you there, I was like, no!
And, like...
yeah, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna tell me?
I don't know. Alistair just is left looking at the now dark screen. It just really quietly says, shit.
The department knows. Always.
Yeah.
Whether you want them to or not.
Yeah, they fucking do. Balls.
The computer terminal slides back into the glove compartment and the door auto shuts. What looked like a button a second ago now just looks like the keyhole for the glove compartment. It's just a normal vehicle. Saint is smoking a cigarette just outside of the Lakeside Bar and Restaurant, and can perhaps see that the glow of the computer console is no longer lit inside the vehicle.
I'm not going over there until he tells me he's ready for me to come back. I don't know what the fuck they're up to.
Mm-hmm.
Are you watching him?
I am looking at the car I am glancing at the car every so often.
Okay. I think you see the light go off, and he's staring, and I think the next time you glance back, he's still staring.
Ruh-roh.
At the glove box. And then by the time you look back a third time, he's like cracked the door open so that the lights in the cab turn on and gestures that you can come back now, kind of.
Okay, put out cigarette, back at the pack, walk over, open the car door. What's going on? You alright?
They'll send someone around in a few months to do some unobtrusive preliminary checks, make their own notes, and after that, it will go on probably the 5-year periodic monitoring list, maybe the 10. Nothing obtrusive.
Alright, in the car, buckled up. You still good to take me to Austin? Or you gotta report back?
No, Austin is on my way. You'll have to give me directions when we get closer to the city.
It's fine. We'll figure it out. I wrote a fic about this. Where I posted it. Initially,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
When we went to the lodge, Alistair picked me up at a third neutral location. So he does not know where I live.
That's true.
I mean, he can easily look it up.
Yeah. I will say he hasn't.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, we also discussed that Alistair can't access most of my file.
Yeah.
We'll see if I take him... We'll see if I bring him home to Mom this time.
Yeah, I'll be very curious to find out. I don't know what he's gonna tell Saint. I think he's got to think about it for a minute.
Yeah, do you just start up the car and we drive off into the metaphorical sunset? Or literal, I guess.
It's literal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he just, with one more kind of difficult to interpret, maybe look over at the glove compartment, He starts up the van and pulls out of the gravel driveway of the Lakeside Bar and Restaurant. On the road again.
On the road again. The sun has set over Lake Arkansas, and you leave this tiny Texan town in its twilight. Whatever strange force was afflicting Lake Arkansas, it appears inert for now. And certainly the community knows how to handle it. This time, together. Good job, investigators. We'll see you next chapter. What you've been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It is an actual play horror adventure told to you through the Fate system. Our players are Ezra Kaye as Man in Black Alister McAndrews, and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man St. Garcia Flores. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I also produced this show, with editing assistance by Matty Trumbo-Gomes. Our theme song was by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was created by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. You can check out our website and all of our other shows at infinitybreak.net, and I would encourage you to join the haunted chorus of voices at the Infinity Break fan Discord, bit.ly/Infinity Talk. That's capital I Infinity, capital T Talk. We have a Patreon at patreon.com/Infinity Break, where you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. Finally, if you listen through Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. Reviews help us rise in the podcasting charts and help more people stumble across our show like a body in the woods. That's all for now. Let ParaScience gaze back at you like a face in the mirror that isn't yours.